Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to look at our drawing, see whether or not it's architecture or decimal. And once we figure that out, we go to drawing units, and make sure it says architecture or decimal, whichever one it says. Okay, this will ensure that our drawing will be drawn correctly. So then we're going to do a simple title block. We're going to do 11 inches, okay, by 8.5 inches, and then by 11 inches, and then by 8.5. Then we're going to type offset. Okay, it's going to ask us how much. We want 0.5, which is half an inch. And we are going to pull it forward. Okay, we're going to do trim. We are going to select what we want to trim to. Okay, and now we're going to trim it. Okay, we could do a trim and select all that we want to trim at one time. Okay, and then we can come over here and hit enter, and then we can start trimming all of them. So trimming is something we can do. Okay, so if we were to look at our size, it would be 11 by 8.5. This would be half inch. So now we're going to do offset, and we are going to offset we're going to do offset 0.25 because we are going to use this for our text. Okay, then we do offset again of 2, and we're going to go here, and each one we're going to click, and we're going to click, and then we will click. Now we want to trim it again, so we click this one, the line we want to trim to, and then all the lines we want to trim. So now we have our title block here. We want to go ahead and put some text in there. So we do annotate. We can do single line text. We can tell it which direction we want it to go. What does this say? The height. We can determine the height and the direction. So we can put title. Okay. And now it says title. So now we can move this, and we can see if it fits in the area, and it does. Okay. So then in order to make it all the way across to speed up time, what we do is we do copy, grab this, and find a common point, which is this corner. So then I can put it at every corner. I won't have to modify where I place it because they will all be symmetrical in the same spot. Then I can come over here and double click, and I could edit it. I could put drawing or whatever the text says on your actual sheet that you are creating from the title block. Now, in order to insert this and make it over here with the layout 1, we would have to come over here and we would have to click layout 1. You can see it's here. This is considered a viewport. We do not want that viewport, so we click on it and hit delete. We go back to the model space. Okay, we highlight the whole thing. Then we put our cursor here, right mouse click, clipboard, copy with base point. We can put the base point here or put the base point here, whichever you want. Okay, so now we know that we have with a base point. So then we can come over here and we can do paste. And we see that it has with the base point right there. And so now you see that we have a title block. So now we know that we have the title block here, but we don't have a viewport. So we have to type in viewport. We have to select single, click it here, and click it here. And now we have a viewport. And we come over here to our model. Okay, I'm going to highlight the whole thing. hit the letter M for move. I'm going to move him out of the area. And now I have my title block. Now, here is a drawing space. If you double click in here, if you double click outside of it, you can actually come over here and edit your text. Okay, I'm going to show you how to create a template and then pull that template in. So we have this. So all we're going to do is go to the letter A. We're going to do save as. And instead of this time saving it as a DWG, we are going to save it as a DWT. And we're going to call it 11 by A-5. Okay, or standard, whichever you prefer. Be sure and put it in your documents so you will be able to retrieve it. So let's do save now. Okay, so we come over here, we do 11 by 8.5 and we tell it okay. And so now we have it. So if we pull up a new drawing or a drawing that has something with it, let's say like a floor plan sample, not sure if it will pull up. Okay, so we have a floor plan sample, but I have nothing here. So I will need to delete this viewport. And I will click with my right mouse button from template. Then I will go to my documents and I will pull up my template. And we say OK. Now we go to it and there's my title block. So if I wanted to see my image in there, I would have to double click here and then I could type in zoom all. And there is my drawing right there. And so I could scale the drawing up if I wish. Okay, but I'll need to make sure all these texts by double clicking out here are edited the way they need to be.